Good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday to everyone, and welcome to Expedition Night. I am Mr. Nash. Joining me tonight is.
The spawn of Red Grim.
Now, everyone had a good day. We'll wait a couple seconds, see who is in chat, hanging out with us for this evening. Don't be shy. Say hello. At work, saying hello. Mr. Grim in the chat.
Well, speaking of Grim, on my articles today, there's one article that I will be saving for last.
Yes, you mentioned that beforehand. Tonight we will be doing the first state of Delaware. The Spawn has that. And the second half of the show, I will cover Virginia. But we apparently also might have a couple surprises. You never know. Lately, the basement show has been invaded by all these whack jobs.
We had Mama D on Twitch saying hello.
Hello, Mama D. So we will see what happens with that. If we get surprise visitors, we do. If not, hopefully they learned their lesson to stay the fuck off my show.
All I know is I'm feeling your pain about heat. My apartment.
Well, I found it in AC.
Well, my apartment's been sitting at between 83 and 85 today.
That's I finally caved in and spent $42 Australia on a central air unit. My house is at a comfortable 76 degrees now.
I'm okay. Like, I want it to be between. I'm okay with it being 72. Like, it being 72 in the apartment, that's cold here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go suck it up, go to Walmart and go buy a wall unit.
Because well,
it's the living room that's hot. Like, my room is comfortable. The kitchen is good. The boys' room is hot. But if I get the air from the living room pushed into their room, they should be pretty good.
Fair enough.
Oh.
And Grim says he's invading the show. No, you're not. Yes. I gave you direct orders to stay in your chair tonight and behave yourself.
Yeah.
You've been doing well. No, he's been on every single night this week. He deserves a break. Plus the one that you had the Red Grim show. Mm-hmm. So save your energy. You're gonna need it.
Right.
I got this. Spawn's got this.
Yeah, we're good.
But once let the inmates run the asylum, okay? I mean, I started this shit. I can handle this.
We can now handle it.
But let's see if anyone else is floating around that wants to say hello. Please do. And then we will pull up Miss Stephanie's research and she can tell us all about Delaware. Because if you know your Union, the Revolutionary War, the whole kit and caboodle, Delaware was the first state into the Union. It was the first state of the United States. So there was a lot of war history.
Yeah, a lot of my research definitely takes back from like the 1700 all the way up to about the late 1800.
Fair enough. And Dad says, I thought I was the inmate. I've given you a new title. You're the warden. You moved up from inmate to warden, okay? Just so you know. But if you want me to pull this up, if you're ready to get started, we can do that. So, there you go. The Delaware list has started.
All right. So, about my baggage. So, the first article we have, so if I'm looking back and forth between, because I also have it pulled up on my phone just in case, is the Rockwood Museum, Mary and the Mysterious Men. Built between 1851 and 1854, the Rockwood Mansion was initially the retirement home of Joseph Shipley. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And this. Hold on.
Shipley's great niece, Mary Bringhurst.
Merchant banker who designed the house to resemble an English country estate. But as anyone who's seen it can attest, the Orient Gothic reveal architecture has all the makings of a classic haunted house, complete with a pet cemetery. I don't know how I feel about seeing ghost dogs and stuff running around.
What is actually a movie, Pet Cemetery? That's just actually a really good movie.
I watched the first. Was it the first one? It was the first one. I did watch the first one. I really wasn't that big into the first one.
The original one's the best one.
I didn't like the first one. No, the first one from like a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's the remake. There's an original one from the 1980s.
I never watched that one. Over the years, staff have seen the spirit of a man in a red smoking jacket and the ghost of Shipley's great niece Mary Bringhurst, who was 100 when she died in the house in 1965. Troy Evans is in it.
There you go, Troy. You made it. Evening, sir.
Sometimes you'll smell lilacs, which was one of her favorite perfumes. Dr. Lou, the Mari of a
Psychiatrist. So
whatever. All I know is it probably deals with paranormal activity.
yep.
Told CPS reporter in 2017. Her old bedroom occasionally dips in temperature, he added. Hey, get out of there. The basement supposedly home to a spirit called the Shadow Man, and some have seen the ghost of a dog. Damn Pet Cemetery. Other unexplained occurrences, including floating orbs and the disturbing sound of shoes on the stairs. News about the possible hauntings became so widespread that in addition to the CPS segment, the property appeared on the sci-fi show Ghost Hunters in 2015. The museum's plans to hold ghost tours this Halloween season, so this is probably an old article, pending COVID-19 restrictions. And on every article, you will see the address where these places are located. So it is located, the address for it is 4651 Washington Street. And then it's in Wilmington, Delaware. So you can go check that out if you like.
Yeah. And then your dad saying the original was really good. The second one sucked. And the remake is completely just ass backwards. So yeah, your dad agrees with me. The original one, Pet Cemetery, is really good.
I didn't watch the current ones.
Okay, well, then you gotta go watch the original.
So the next article we're gonna skip for last.
I'm trying not to show people. The Dickinson. We have the word Dick involved already.
Okay, the Dickinson Mansion, the penmen of the American Revolution. Let me get my article up on my phone. There we go. Popular Hall, the former home of John Dixon. What's up, Troy? Hi, everyone. Of John Dickinson is considered by many to be one of Delaware's most haunted houses. The home was witnessed many years of war and destruction after it was built in 1739, but by Judge Samuel Dickinson. A British raid caused damages in 1781 during the Revolution. The house was again nearly destroyed in 1804 by a devastating fire. I'm going to remake that. The Done should just be a third movie.
I would agree with that statement, sir. Your dad, I know what your dad's saying. He's absolutely right.
And Troy's saying he's very tired after the softball practice.
Well, tired or not, appreciate you hanging out, sir.
Mm-hmm. I feel that sports always made me tired. While John Dickinson, the penman of the American Revolution, only lived in the home for 2 years, many people claim he refuses to leave. The state of Delaware owns the house and surrounding plantation, operating them as a museum with guided tours. Many people have reported strange sounds coming from the study of John Dickinson's, namely the sound of a quill pen scratching across parchment paper.
Interesting.
That's it. I feel like I might as well just sit outside for how hot it is in my place.
That's how I was at my house. Don't feel bad.
Oh my god, it's so hot. Operating them as a museum. What got a tour? Okay, many people have reported hearing strange sounds from his office. Quill pen scratching across parchment paper. Okay, here we go. Other activity reported around the house and grounds include orbs in the photos, strange cold spots, unexplained sounds echoing through the halls of the mansion. And this is located in 340 Kitts
Humnock.
Humnock Road, Dover, Delaware.
Dover is the capital of Delaware, for those who don't know. So, and your dad's like, just realize that none of us can do a show without Dick in the show. That is very, very true.
We all knew you were going to make comments sooner or later.
And there is the old plantation itself.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually more pictures.
Yeah, that looks scary.
I like it.
Imagine just going there and seeing somebody just standing in the windows looking at you.
That'd be cool. I'd be okay with that. So I'm just showing how everyone on Facebook can see. Needs air conditioning. I saw my AC problem now. It spawns during the top hoops.
Yeah, I'll stop mine this week. Cause
that kind of reminds me of the Red Bank Battlefield house.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a pretty house.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And like pretty land. No sex with a ghost time.
Home of John Dickerson. That's probably what you just read. The penman of the Revolutionary, member of the Delaware Colony and State Assemblies, member of the Continental Congress, Annapolis Convention, and Philadelphia Federal Constitutional Convention, signer of the Delaware Articles of Confederation and Federal Constitution, governor of Delaware and president, Second Delaware Constitutional Convention, born in Maryland, and died in Wilmington, 1808.
Oh, so technically he's from Maryland. Okay.
Yep, I was thinking that. Red Bank, yep. See, me and your dad are on the same brain link once in a while. And speaking of air conditioner, how's your AC, Mr. Ned? At a comfortable 76 degrees. I'm not like when I run my house colder than 72.
We like it morgue temperature. Okay.
Yeah.
Lum's Pond State Park, a victim's last cry. Lum's Pond is a popular destination for campers, picnickers, paddlers, bikers. I don't know why I was about to get tongue-tied for a second. Paddlers, bikers, and hikers. Few, however, know about its resident ghost. According to Delaware Public
Archives.
Archives. I'm having a problem reading lately. Oh boy. A runaway girl met her end in the 1870s when she encountered a murderer. So if you hear high-pitched screams and muffled shouts near the Swamp Forest hiking trail, you might wish to turn the other way. The woman's unfortunate demise isn't the only spooky campfire story you could tell in the park. It's namesake to John Moon, who ran a mill house along Chesapeake and Delaware Canal. Visitors have reported seeing the miller and his son roaming the grounds and hearing the phantom sounds of a water wheel. And it's located in 1068 House School Road, Fair, Delaware.
I probably drove right past that before. Let's see. The colder it is, the better I sleep. That's Mama G. I used to have a bullet from the Red Bank house. That's pretty fucking cool.
Did you know my aunt is the head librarian for the state of Delaware? Ooh.
Dr. Annie Norman. We might have to talk to Mrs. Norman and bring her on the show.
Yeah. My dad said the AC in his place, the penguins are freezing their ass. I need to be freezing my ass off right now.
You guys are just weird. I would be in heaven, but being mindful of my electric bill, I gotta keep it at a somewhat comfortable higher degree. And she's awesome.
I will freeze my. That's what a blanket's called. I keep my AC on all year round.
I need to be cold, fat, and heat. Do not mind. Or do you not fat? Stop it.
So rude. All right.
And there's what the lake looks like.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. How they did that.
It looks like a pretty lake, though.
Yeah, I'd say
Like
that.
nice
I,
views and stuff.
I would sit at the bench and read it, tell a ghost story sitting on that bench.
Yeah, until you got something touching on you.
All right, Woodburn, the governor's residence, a president homeowner.
However, the Woodburn ghost is so well known that Delaware.gov devotes an entire page to him. The old spirit's origins date back to Charles Hilliard III, who built the criteria in 1798 Georgian house.
Georgian house, yep.
Son-in-law and daughter, Dr. Martin W. and Mary Hilliard Bates, purchased the home from his estate. In 1815, the Bates were entering a Methodist preacher at breakfast when the hostess asked him to lead them in prayer. He suggested they wait for the other guests. Puzzled, she told him there were none. The preacher, however, had passed a man in the powdered wig, knee breeches, and a ruffled shirt. He'd seen Charles Hilliard III. Oh my god. Since my dad's saying sex with a ghost on the beach.
I'm reading. I was gonna make a comment when you were done.
Since then, others have also seen the ghost, who during his life loved his wine. If you leave him a glass at night, it will be gone by morning, many have vowed. Governor Sherman Turbitt's wife, Janine, decided to test the theory by pouring a glass for Hilliard on several occasions. Alas, it was still full the next morning, or full the morning. At a point in the past 200 years, perhaps Woodburn's ghost discovered a 12-step program. It's located in 151 Kings Highway, southwest Dover.
So going back to your dad's comment about sex on the beach. Now after reading this, you can get your ghost drunk with the wine, then have sex with her, sir.
But it's a guy that likes the wine.
But still, you can get a ghost drunk and then have sex with her. Just saying. Alright, let's see what's
All I
next.
hear is Elaine in the background yelling.
Hey, look, another dick, Krabby Dicks, the memorable maid.
I saw that and I was like, oh my god, they are going to get a kick out of this one.
Krabby Dicks.
But wait, before we start reading, let's get my dad's comment first. Before we start reading.
Yeah, I'll highlight it so it sticks out.
Or have sex. Okay,
Yeah, you
so
could have sex with the ghost in the lake. Yep, that is very true.
Krabby Dicks, the memorable maid. People who love blue crabs head to Krabby Dicks, which serves Delaware's favorite crustacean with a waterfront view. Paranormal enthusiasts, however, that's a dirty home ghost, head to the building because it's reportedly haunted. John Bouchette, I believe that's how you pronounce it, is a believer. In 2005, shortly after Bouchette and Dale Slaughter purchased the old Delaware City Hotel for Krabby Dicks, Bouchette slept in one of the rooms and dreamed a chambermaid told him to leave. A year later, Nancy Meyer of Court TV Psych Detectives channeled a spirit who said a former maid named Sandy was haunting the building. For more things that you can make you go, a restaurant customer recalled that a maid had died in the hotel. The ghost is said to flick the lights on and off to keep people from the fourth floor. So you get ghost crabs. If you see a face peering down at you from an upper story, Relax. It might be one of the dummies Boucher moves around the hotel during Halloween, but do take a second look. It might be Sandy. So this hotel is located in 30 Clinton Street, Delaware City.
See, I'd be afraid to click on the link because it might take me to a porn site. CrabbyDicks.com. That sounds like a porno site.
So I guess it goes.
So your dad can investigate that one for us and let us know what's on the
Yeah, I didn't do it. Zayden, bring me that Wawa bag.
Port Delaware Misery Loves
He loves
Company.
company. All about ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what happens when you tie Krabby Dicks and Ghost together. You get Ghost Sex 101.
The mere mention of the intimidating fortress on Pea Patch Island once installed fear in the Confederate soldiers' hearts. It was spoken by all who have been confined there as a perfect hell on earth, wrote the Confederate prisoner who counted himself lucky to be interned in Ohio.
Interned.
Interned in Ohio. They don't listen. After battles in Gettysburg and Vicksburg, the prison population topped 12,000 in all. More than 2,650 people died here. Many fell victim to the 1864 smallpox epidemic, but prisoners also succumbed.
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 Succumbed, that's a good way to put it, yes.
Well, they succumbed to poor living conditions. That's what I'm going to say. It's no surprise to paranormal enthusiasts that a place like this is widely considered one of the most haunted places in Delaware.
You can answer that question for your dad, because I'm not, because that just sounds...
I wonder, do you think Brent Franklin... I don't know. You gotta ask him. We'll tell Raiden to ask him that question.
You gotta have your 5-year-old asking that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, why not? There are so many ghost stories surrounding the fortress that local author Ed...
Akowicz.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It's like people trying to pronounce my last name.
Okowicz.
Wrote the book Civil War Ghosts at Fort Delaware. He noted that some people have seen men in damp gray uniforms wandering around the coastline on misty nights. The lost souls are likely the escapes who drowned in the Delaware River's swift current. Octopus long led ghost tours on the island. He reported that many participants heard strange noises and saw a man in a cloak carrying a lantern.
He's looking for his ghost sex, sir.
In 2014, park historian Laura Lee was camping on the island with a Boy Scouts of America troop when she heard steps approaching her quarters. When she went to investigate, she was alone, but in the meantime, someone had balled up the sleeping bag she carefully spread on the bed. Okay, Fort Delaware State Park offers ghost tours. Check out the website for details, up-to-date information, and book ferry tickets for a visit during opening hours. It is located 45 Clinton Street, Delaware City.
Okay, you had me to the point of saying book ferry tickets. Mr. Ness gets seasick on ferries, boats.
Well, I think it's because it's an island. Oh, Boy Scouts became men that night. They probably pooped in their drawers. They probably went home and had poopy streaks in their underwears.
Tummy tucks.
Babe, tell Zayden to get that Wawa bag. Hey. Nobody listens to me.
Ooh,
Animal House.
The Capicurious Poltergeist. Ooh. Sorry.
All right, where are we at? Okay, owned by Lewis Historical Society. The Cannibal House is named for the cannibal that struck the foundation in April 1813 when the British bombarded Lewis. Built around 1765, it's been a restaurant, laundromat, and the private home pilots, including Captain David Rowland, reportedly. Hi, Amanda. Your courtesy wave.
Yep. Hi.
Reportedly, his family member Susan lost her life when her skirts brushed
Right.
against the hearth and caught fire. What? Sucks. Since the society bought the property in 1963, there have been some mysterious happenings. Hold on one second, sorry. I swear. What? Kids and husbands don't listen. Hold on one second, everybody. Go downstairs and go get that Wawa bag. I ordered Nana iced tea, and I have ice cream in there. What? Go get the Wawa bag from downstairs. And close the door. We're going there? No, just go get the bag, like I said, please, thank you. Oh. Since
Have
this
kids,
is
they say.
right. He just doesn't listen. I have to mostly tell him. Since the society bought the property in 1963, there have been some mysterious happenings. One door won't stay shut, even when it's been nailed closed. What the hell? In another incident, a worker left his tools on a bench at the day's end. The next morning, they were on the floor. What happens if you placed them wrong? As if someone had carefully placed them there. Man, you could have just placed them wrong and they fell.
Yeah.
A key once went missing from the lock of a displayed 16th century Spanish chest. Since workers had accidentally shut the lid, everyone assumed the key had fallen inside the chest, which had locked. While cleaning the property, a maintenance man
Stumbled.
stumbled upon a coiled rope no one had noticed before. The key was underneath. Susan is a playful spirit, but a more aggressive specter might occasionally occupy the society's nearby Rise Holt house. While investigating the structure's basement, the late Rick Coherd, founder of
Delmarva.
Delmarva historic haunt, felt something or someone touch his arm. Someone is up close in your personal space, he said, after the experience, but you won't see anyone. He found the experience hard to forget.
Sure, someone beat you having ghost sex. He's having ghost sex in closets. And this is at Lewis Historical Society, 110 Ship Carpenter Square in Lewis, Delaware. But your dad's gonna be mad this guy's getting ghost sex before he is.
Back to jump on. Okay. Shannon's texting me.
Where'd the rest of it go? Look, we've been taken over by ghosts. Where's the list of the list?
Wait, where's the rest of it? Oh, there we are. Honorable mentions more mysterious folklore and legends in the first state. See? First state.
Yep. And here's the one down here's the one that Amanda had mentioned in the comment, but I'll pull that up. Would you hear your nut slap on a ghost ass? I don't know. That is very good question.
I swear we're gonna have a show of just my dad talking about ghost things.
I mean, he did mention it the one night on the show. Is it considered cheating? He had a whole nice conversation about it. It was actually kind of fun.
It was fun.
It was very educational.
Ay, ay. All right,
So,
where should I start? Should I start at the top
yeah.
or right? All right. The Abbey Seabed and Breakfast in Bethany Beach have been said by some to have three haunted rooms. Room 1 had a copper tub which is reported to shake violently from time to time. The tub was removed in the 1970s. Some people say organ music has come from room 6 where there is no organ. Room 11 is supposedly haunted by a man named Paul Denley who used to work for the bed and breakfast.
So wait, you got a tub that shakes violently. Is that because it's ghost sex happening, or I'm just curious. I'm curious. I want to know. Like your dad probably questioned the same thing. If a tub is violently shaking from time to time, but there's nobody in the room,
If
is
you
that
can move a bathtub, like there's a problem.
so? Yeah, that's considered people having ghost sex. There's nobody in the room, but you hear violent shaking. So someone's getting it on in that tub. Just say. Now, while you read this next part, Amanda actually commented on this.
Okay. Jesus has some really haunted bunkers. All right. Believe it or not, Cape
Hello,
Helen
hello, yep, you're good.
State Park comes with its own creepy tales. Plenty of locals tell an old legend about a phantom soldier still on duty behind Tower 12. His post has attracted paranormal enthusiasts to a bunker near the campground. Bike trail. Some say a mysterious face has appeared in photos they've taken around the area.
There you go.
And
Think
that
you're in the bathroom and have a ghost poop. Exactly. See, we talked about ghost poop when you did that show before
was the
too.
last. That was last week.
So I mean, it's possible anything with ghosts. Okay. All right. Long
Long
cemetery in
cemetery
Frankfurt.
in Frankfurt is said to be both haunted and protected. Frankfurt local it should say says, a Catwoman creature
No, a
hangs.
cat man.
Oh, cat. I don't know why I saw Catwoman.
The
Says
cat
a
man.
cat man. So you see your cat lady and stuff like that. Cat man creature hangs around the cemetery acting like a caretaker. Teens and young adults who plan to party at the graveyard have been scared away by legends of the Catman, the ghost of a man with a cat-like features. It is said by some that if you knock 3 times on his above-ground tomb at the center of the cemetery, he'll sabotage your car so you have trouble leaving the cemetery. It's hard to say where the legends originated, but many people in the area have reported car troubles when trying to leave the cemetery.
So what happens if you walk into the cemetery and not drive?
That's it. Zayden, go run this downstairs to Nana real quick.
Right. And you saved the best for last.
That's all of it?
Yeah.
Dang, it flew by that fast.
Yep.
Zayden, come here. Go run this downstairs to Nana. Go, hurry up.
There you go. Your last one.
I had to save this one for last.
He must be related to Dixon.
No, we
Yep.
already just said her name 3 times. She threw away. Okay, so I kept this one because you can all see what's in the name. So it had, be saved. All right, so we got the Cooch's Bridge, Delaware Grim Battleground. Oh, excuse me. By September 3rd, 1777, about 4,000 British and Hessian soldiers had marched from Maryland into Delaware. Unbeknownst to them, about 800 militia and I read this thing like
Militia and Continental Army soldiers waited
yeah,
in an ambush.
Continental Army soldiers waited in ambush. I read this article like 1,000 times. I don't know why I'm having tongue twisters. The goal: slow the British advance to Philadelphia and collect information. Initially, the Americans were victorious. Then the British pushed back, driving their enemy from
Aiken.
Aikentown, now Glasgow, over the over Iron Hill to the Welsh Baptist Meeting House. There was severe fighting at Cooch's Bridge, a property along the Christina River named the Cooch's family.
The Cooch. The Cooch.
It,
It rhymes with swoosh.
Out of ammunition, the Americans retreated and the British took Philadelphia on September 26, 1777.
Yeah. Put me in, Coach.
Many Delawareans who fought at Cooch's Bridge wintered with Gen. George Washington at Valley Forge. Before the battle, American stories reported seeing an anonymous
Ominous.
white spectral horseman. They fired, but the appropriation was unharmed. Legend has it that he was a British soldier wearing armor underneath a white sheet. One sensible sergeant aimed high and put a shot in the rider's head. At that, as they say, was the end of that. Go up a little bit more so I can just get a little bit more of the article. But that's good. The story of the specter appeared in a 1975 issue of the Morning News, but it is not the most famous ghost tale attached to the brutal battle, which took place along present-day Old Baltimore Pike. Up a little bit more. Okay. On foggy, moonless nights, a headless British soldier is said to wander along the road near the haunted battle site, looking for the head. A cannonball struck from his shoulders. Since the Americans did not have cannons, he would have encountered friendly fire. No wonder his spirit won't rest. Others maintain that the ghost American Charlie Miller, who was
Decapitated
by a British cannonball. Regardless of the theory, many locals believe the area to be haunted by the tormented spirits who died during times of war.
Today, the Pancras Heritage Museum
yes,
collection includes a painting "The Ghost of Cooch's Bridge." Visit the facility to learn more about the only Revolutionary War battled on Delaware soil. Now that surprises me, actually.
I looked it up, and they literally put a museum there to talk about it.
And then going back to your dad real quick, he's saying our family was there in that battle. So your great ancestors.
Whose family? My family?
Yeah, apparently. Our family was there in that battle, he says.
Wait, on what side was our family on? That's the question.
Well, I don't know. Welcome back, Troy. Thanks for popping back in. But yeah, I mean, that shocked me to know that was the only Revolutionary War battle to take place in Delaware, considering that Delaware was the first state to sign the Constitution to become an official state in the Union.
So wait, you're saying German, so that means our family was on like.
Well, it makes sense. You're German, so
the opposite side.
maybe
What
there was the Revolutionary War, then the Civil War. Yes, Mama D is correct for that. The Revolutionary War was the American breaking free of the British, and then the Civil War was the North versus the South, as everybody knows. New Dad saying yes. Probably conscripted to the British Army.
Dang,
So
we were on
yeah,
the British side.
that's what your dad's saying. There you go.
Yeah, let's not ever tell anybody our family history then.
Why not? It's fun.
Ronnie already thinks we had something to do with it. Never mind.
But I mean, that's a lot of interesting history and a lot of bizarre history for Delaware, I will say. Got the cooches, the
Oh,
crabby,
jeez.
the crabby Marys or whatever her name was. Coochie's Bridge. Hold on, I'm gonna get to the right. The Dickinson Museum. Lumpond, that could rhyme with compounds. Woodburn.
Can't do nothing out of that one.
Krabby Dicks.
Okay, there.
Misery Loves Company. So you have ghosts rattling bathtubs with nobody else in the room. The British side in our family was in the Civil War too. So you got, we might have to have your dad come on and tell a story time. I'm
I'm gonna have to sit here and go on ancestry.com and go look up my family tree.
I mean, I'm really actually intrigued by this. So I mean,
and see who the heck who I'm related to.
Right. So while we have a couple minutes, we are going to run the first commercial for Holland's Customs. If anyone hasn't heard yet, Holland's Customs is the official home of Basement Show merch, plus some awesome other merch. And they always say, if you can dream it, they can make it. So sit tight. I will run the first commercial. We'll do the question in a little bit. And then we shall return. And if Mr. Evans is still here, we will dive into Virginia. Because again, that's one of the first states that was part of the Union also. And there's a lot of history down there. So don't go anywhere. We shall be back very, very shortly. Oh, what the fuck? I thought I dealt with you Tuesday.
Oh, hello.
Go away.
What the fuck do you want tonight, Peaches?
Still looking for Dixie.
It's
Did you
not
call her
huge.
peaches or did you call her bitches?
One of the two. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. But if you were around Tuesday night, Peaches interrupted our show again. So I actually called her Ursula.
Look, I'm not Ursula. Do not have tentacles below the belt.
That's what you think.
Look, little dwarf, shut up.
Wait, well, first it was little man, little dwarf, little gnat. Like I said the other day, I am so effing confused on what you call me.
But it is so easy to confuse you. You Americans are so easy to confuse.
And
I
you
think the
do,
only reason why she picks on you is because you're related to Dixie.
well, that's obviously, but
Look, I offered for him to come work for me because he's related to Dixie.
yeah, you got a new fan in the building. Hello to Gary for you.
Oh. So,
Like,
Sean, have you seen that no good little missing piece of crap, Dixie?
no, that one. I want no contact with that one.
No contact with that one.
Mm-mm.
Sounds like a lie to me.
She's better views than me.
You wouldn't lie to Peaches now, would you?
Mm.
No?
But let me just tell you, you know what they say? Snitches get stitches. So I'm no snitch.
I
Okay,
mean,
so snitches get stitches, but people find scars sexy. But maybe snitches get paid.
and you know what Peaches finds sexy? Panini sausages.
Look,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Troy, I don't care who she's with. I'm asking where she is. Big difference.
is
I've been
it
trying
a
to
big
tell.
difference or a small difference? I can't tell.
It's not
Isn't,
like Uncle Lynn difference.
Hmm?
isn't her husband supposed to be like Jim A? Have you contacted Jim A
Yeah,
about
I
him?
have not found this Jimmy, whoever this man is.
Well, you better go look for him.
yeah. I mean, everyone claims that Dixie is with Jimmy.
Well, if Jimmy wants Dixie, then he need to pay off her debt first.
Well, like I said, the only thing we have of her in the studio, I will play for you. Yeah, well, keep this in mind. Dixie go make that money. $20 is $20, bitch. She dropped that off in my studio. I haven't seen or heard from her since.
She always was a cheap whore.
Well, she must get it from you, so.
No. I always set the platinum bar standard.
Platinum went out about 20 years ago, sweetheart, so you're starting to show your age.
Oh,
But some things are like fine wine and they get better with age.
yeah, for real. We gotta stop saying her name. She's end up showing up out of nowhere.
Well, blame this bitch. She keeps saying her name.
Look,
Kind of like what Grim said. He said, "Peaches sucks camel dick."
what
Well,
Peaches had to do in past life means nothing today.
So you
well,
just admitted you suck camel dick?
that's why she sounds the way she sounds. And Peaches,
Sorry?
you know what this is? You ever seen this before?
Tiny's violin.
Is
Yeah.
that how you play with your dick?
How I play with myself is my business, okay?
Oh, so sorry for you. It's so tiny.
I don't need some monopoly to pop on my show. Call me out like that. Now that's just fucking wrong. I should just remove you myself.
I'd like to see you try.
Fucking people these days.
How are they getting access?
You wanna come back? Let's go. Like I said, I gave you a chance to run the show by yourself this past Tuesday, and you couldn't get to the point. You suck shit, and you have nothing but dead air. So you want to try this again? We'll try this again. Steph, I'll bring you back in a second.
Look.
Who?
Oh. Who's this?
Who's
Hello, everybody.
What the hell? Alvin, is that you?
Somebody must
I'm
have
sorry, I had
somebody.
bronchitis, but I didn't want to reschedule our interview.
Well, you got Peaches here with you too.
Did she stuck on a tank of helium?
No, bronchitis and breathing in this Tennessee weather is horrible.
Tennessee. So we're starting to find out.
Yes, well, I came down to Tennessee to try to find this infamous Dixie that everybody has been talking so much about.
Have you seen her?
Well, if I haven't introduced myself, my name is Lillian Rose. I'm from Fox 69. And we are doing a story on missing sex workers.
Yeah, so right up Peaches out. She's doing a story on Peaches and her sextant works, and now she's trying to find Dixie to interview Dixie. Everybody wants this Dixie chick.
Look, I've been looking for Dixie and I'm offering a reward.
Well, there are many other people that have reached out to me that we have a reward as well.
Oh, yeah? What is your reward?
We are up to $250,000 at this point. So we need to know when the last time somebody spoke with her, and if there was a phone number so we can backtrace it and we can figure out where she is.
Well, that dumb bitch ran away from me.
Ah, you must be the infamous stepmother that I've heard so much about.
I took her in and raised her like my own because somebody left her on my doorstep.
Do we have any idea who her father is? Has he had any contact with her?
No, she's an orphan as far as I know.
Okay. I'm taking my notes. Do we
Okay,
know
now-
that? So she was dropped off with you as an infant. Where are you located? Are you in rural Tennessee as well?
I think we lost Peaches, so I can't speak for her. I think she's down in Georgia. Wait, there she's back.
Stupid internet.
Now, Miss Peaches, are you in rural Tennessee as well?
No, I'm not in Tennessee.
Okay, so where are you statewide so I can try to start a pattern of where her life began and where she's traveled to?
That is of my concern, not yours.
Well, in order, if you would like help to find her, I need to establish a geographic map of where she has been. I don't need the town, I just need the state.
Currently, we reside in Trailer Park in South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay. I appreciate that information. Now, I have been reached out to by a few of her quote-unquote clients, we will say. Can you speak to how many do you think are out there? Have any of them contacted you?
I don't know who this Jimmy is, but he seems to be in cahoots with her.
Well, Jimmy is the one who has donated the most money into finding her. From what our investigation tells us, is they are engaged and set to be married. So, but Mr. Nass, you had mentioned that she is your cousin, is that correct?
Yeah, through marriage through marriage, yes.
Okay, I will have to speak with you because maybe there is biological parents there that we could try to narrow down her bloodline and find out more about her. If we could figure out DNA or a familiar match, we can try to make sure that she's not, unfortunately, lying in a slab in some morgue.
Well, that's what probably Peaches killed her, and she's the one trying to find her. So
Why would I hide a body or kill somebody who owes me money?
to collect the Social Security.
Some people do things for money.
For $250,000, I'll turn that bitch in myself.
Duly noted.
Get out
Now,
of the
when was the
shithole.
last communication that anybody has had with her? Has anybody spoken with her recently?
Apparently, she talked to the Reverend Grimm via text message the other day, but she has not called me in weeks.
Okay. Mr. Nass, have you heard from her?
I have not.
You have not. Okay. Alright, well that is the information that I need at this point. I will be in contact with each of you individually to get your statements and get any information. Is there a recent picture that we have of her?
I can look and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I can look on the side of a milk carton.
Unfortunately, milk cartons don't do very well anymore since they've gone to the plastic gallons. And when they get wet, the color fades.
I go back to my show now, please.
You have a good night, Mr. Nance. Thank you for letting me come on, and have a good evening.
You as well, Lillian.
Peaches, that means you kick rocks too.
What?
That means you kick rocks too. We have a show to do. Thank you.
Ugh, I don't have time for this bullshit anyway.
I don't have time for your shit because, like I said, I gave her multiple chances to run the basement show and she fucking flabbergasted. Okay? It's a show business. You can go suck toes somewhere else, bitch. Sorry about that, everybody.
Sounds like
I don't know who Lillian is, Troy. I can't help you with that. And what the?
she sounds like she sucked on a helium.
I guess that's what they do in Tennessee. I have no idea.
Yes, sir.
And Mama G, what the fuck did you miss? We had Peaches again. She can't run a goddamn show. Trying to always interrupt my shows now. And then Lillian, Miss Rhodes or whatever the hell her last name is, wants to come on and interrupt shit too. I'm trying to do my show. And all these people want to crash my show. That's 2 times this week now that Peaches has interrupted me. And I let her try to run the show, and she talks like a little coward that she is, and tells everyone, I need to find
All I know is we need to find Dixie so we can get all this stuff under control. Because this is outrageous.
I'll find Dixie my goddamn self.
Well, we better post some missing people reports because this is just crazy. Oh, wow.
Who do you want now?
I'm looking for Peaches.
You just missed her. She went back to the brothel.
Have you seen Dixie?
Again, everyone's looking for this bitch. Check with Jimmy, and you'll find her.
Who is Jimmy?
Her love
Her
interest
husband.
of the week. Beyonce, soon to be a husband. It's one twist up thing. What the fuck?
Oh, my goodness.
Peaches, is that you?
Yes, Lynn, what do you want?
I need my penis rubbed.
Oh, so sorry. You have to do it yourself tonight. I'm busy running the business.
Well, tonight I want to stick it in the butt.
Sorry. You need to pay me first.
I do pay you.
Not enough. Look, if I play with you, will that mean that you pass out on the couch like the poor bastard you are?
Yes.
Or do I have to send you out on the road with Oleg again to try and find Dixie? Well?
Does she do head?
And you know how handsy Oleg gets when he gets frustrated.
Well, then maybe he'll play with it.
Oleg will cut it off.
Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama.
Listen, you need to stop blowing camels and get over here and do your business.
What I did, Mary, you're sorry ass.
Can I have my fucking show back, please? Can you guys go stop your family feud somewhere else?
Uncle Lynn, you have 10 minutes to get ready, and I'd be there. And then you're going out on the road with Oleg and Andrei.
Okay, I'll be ready.
Good. Goodbye, Suka.
Thank
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bitches.
you. Because revoke her green card.
God.
Call ICE on her. Have her deported.
Tell me about I'm just trying to sit here, do my damn show, and now I got the whole kit and caboodle. Who's next? Who else wants to join the chaos on the basement show? Everyone seems to love to interrupt my show nowadays. So who's next in line? Anybody? Bueller? I don't know. Jimmy, whatever the fuck his name. Off with Dixie somewhere. Everyone
Let
can
them
go.
be happy in their own little world. No, because listen, this is because Dixie and so far Jimmy's fault that we're getting invaded on our shows.
Insane.
You need to reach out to your cousin and straighten this out because our shows are all being invaded.
I guess so.
Sooner or later, we're going to have no access to our shows because they're going to be on it.
I mean, Christ, if they want a show for themselves, we'll just name it the Dixie Story. They can have it any night they want.
Excuse me, sir. Are you supposed to be on?
I figured I'd come on because I've been sitting here and chat and listening to this shit.
Yeah, shit's a good way to put it, sir.
Yeah, Dad, why don't you go look for Dixie?
I'm not going to look for that crazy bitch. You keep saying her name, she's going to show the fuck up.
Not on this show, she's not. I'll bend her over myself. I don't care if my cousin or not. I'll wheel her ass. This shit has to stop.
Great. And Mrs. Grimm's trying to get me to go find her.
Yeah, you go do it.
I'm not doing it.
Well, she wants the money. She says $250K.
Yeah.
Is $250K.
How about you send Benjamin?
At $20 is $20. Ah,
How about you go send Benjamin Franklin to do it?
there you go. Send Ben Franklin.
There you go. And that Mama D's taking my saying from the other night. Incest is the best. I mean,
Look, listen. Ben Franklin can sit here and tell her, for you to come back, you could poop on my chest.
I'm sure Dixie would definitely shit on Ben Franklin's chest.
Oh, God, ew.
yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to do my show, and all these asshole people want to invade my show. So, with your permission, sir, I think we have to give Dixie her own night, and then anyone who is rated to that crazy bitch can come on and do their own thing. Might be a hit.
I have to figure out what night to give her. We'll get back to that one, but oh my God, Dixie and Uncle Lynn and Lillian Rhodes. I will say Lillian Rhodes or whatever her name is. She sounds kind of hot. I wouldn't mind her riding me.
It sounds like she sucked like a helium tank.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with Steph on that one.
So yes, Mr. Nast, as you had said, I just jumped on because I could not believe how much shit was going on here. So I had to jump on it and make sure all was good because I've been sitting and listening.
Well, we gotta put Fort Knox or something on this channel page, whatever the hell you want it is, because everyone can has free access to jump on whatever the hell they want to.
Yeah, because Jimmy just shows up, and now Uncle Lynn's starting to come around more, and he's talking about getting something pulled or some shit like that.
Yeah, it sounds like a taffy pull.
Yeah, and Peaches is almost every night now, and
now we got this reporter down our throats. Oh boy.
Who's
God
next?
knows who else is next. Hopefully there's no more next.
I guess we'll find out as we go on. Like, I feel bad. I don't know if Troy's even still here. I was supposed to be doing Virginia for him.
Oh, I don't know. I'm seeing you got 6 people. 1, 1, and 4. But I'm going to let you.
Mama D says she's over here defending Twitch. Well, Mama D, you need to defend StreamYard.
Yes, Troy is here. So, Mr. Nast, Have a good rest of your show. Spawn, have a good show. I will see you all tomorrow night after my coffin nap at 9
Let's
o'clock.
hope nobody invades your
Well,
show.
don't go too far because who knows who the hell is going to show up the rest of the night. Stay in chat.
Everybody, deuces.
You see what Danielle said? Probably would swallow Dixie's panties, scratch and sniff because they'll be stiff.
That just sounds sick. If Ben Franklin likes that, we're all in deep shit.
Heather, hi.
Hello, Miss Heather. You just missed the
We're
shit
trying
show.
to finish our show, but we keep being rudely interrupted by people.
Let's see. 14 haunted places. Okay, this is from 2022. This is a good one. Let's start with this. Alright. All these goddamn. Oh, shit. Come back. Start back up. I'm not interested. Alright, of course not. Alright, I'm back in chat. Good. Stay there just in case we got more lunatics that want to lurking shit. And Mama D do a better job on Twitch. By all you guys.
Better job on Twitch.
Alright.
Haunted places in Virginia.
This is the 14 haunted places in Virginia and where to find them. And this list was from March 1st, 2022. I like that place right off the bat.
That needs a little power washing, maybe a new fresh coat of paint.
Yeah, maybe. Shannon, thank you for also hanging out in chat. Just keep them mindful.
What's the agenda? Delaware, right? So I already touched base on Delaware. That was our first segment. Then we went on break, and then we were rudely interrupted by a bunch of people. Now we're trying to get on to our second part of Virginia.
Yes. So, Heather, unfortunately, you will have to go back and rewatch the first hour at some point, catch up with Delaware. The second half of the show is about the state of Virginia for one of our watchers, followers, dwellers, as we call them. Mr. Evans had requested Virginia. So, that is where we are going to pick up. So, haunted places in Virginia. St. Albans.
Who the heck is this?
Hello?
Y'all can hear me now?
Who the fuck are you?
Delilah.
Okay, and who's Delilah? What?
Look, don't tell Peaches or Uncle Lynn that I was here. I
Okay.
work for them.
Where did you come from?
I'm looking for Dixie. She's one of my best friends.
She's with Ben Franklin or Jimmy.
Hmm.
She might be going back in time. She might be skipping in time. I mean,
I don't know, but don't let anybody know that I was here because if Peaches finds out, she's going to put me in the hot box out back of the trailer. Oh no, there goes Uncle Lynn on his motorcycle again.
well, sounds like you gotta hide.
I'm
Do you know where
hiding.
Dixie is, by any chance, where she was last seen?
No, I don't. I just know that my friend's missing and I miss her. And, you know, we have plans for a better life and getting out of this place. And
Well, we had a reporter on earlier. Maybe you should try to contact Lillian Rhodes and talk to her because she's offering $250,000 for any information.
if y'all see her, can you send her my way? I'll give Mr. Nast my my phone number. You just got to bear with me. It's a prepaid phone. So if I don't answer right away, y'all know why.
You ran out of minutes. I got the whole story. I got
I was just about to say, did you run out of minutes?
Look, they don't give us much here, and everything we make, we only get like 5%.
Well, you gotta be like Dixie. Just run off, be free, and
I
you'll be a lot
can't.
better. Why
I
can't you?
can't. They have my social security card.
You can always get a new one.
I can't.
Why can't you?
Wait, are you saying they have your green card too?
I was born in America.
Okay, so you're an American citizen. Okay, at least we got that straight. Because Peaches, the dumb bitch, is a Russian who married Uncle was in for a green card and a panini sausage.
Oh, trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. It's horrible. She treats that poor man so badly, and he just goes along with it as long as he gets a little pickle tickle. He's right as rain, and I'm just I want my best friend, and if I'm able to help her be found, and we can find that reporter lady, that 250K will help us begin our new lives, and we don't have to tell nobody where we are. But right now I can't go nowhere. They have all my information, and they put tracking bracelets on us so that they know where everyone is at any point in time. But I don't know how Dixie got hers off. But if y'all see her, or that reporter lady who sounds like she sucked on like 18 tanks of helium, can you let her know that I'm here, and I'm willing to talk and help in any way that I can?
Yes, I will send her your way whenever she invades my show again. Who knows? I won't be tonight, but next time she's on and will ask more questions, I will say, go find a chick named Delilah. She stands on a corner with an ankle bracelet. You can't miss her.
Oh
Got it.
no, I don't work a corner. I work in the brothel. Um, I'm hiding on break right now, and I saw your show, and I know that you're her cousin. I just wanted to see if I could get some help.
What can I do to help? I have no idea where she is. I We haven't seen her, heard from her. She was texting our friend Rev Grimm on Tuesday night, probably trying to sell herself to him. I
Ugh.
mean, the guy is married and has plenty of kids. He doesn't need more. I mean,
Where would be in my life?
look, see that Rev Grimm said he's gonna find the reporter and he's gonna be in her lap. I got it.
Brothel versus corner.
Look,
Right, isn't that true? Isn't a brothel and a corner the same thing?
No, honey, a brothel is a building you go to when you work a corner. That makes you a prostitute.
But a brothel's a whorehouse.
Yeah, but it's a upscale. At least it beats working the corner. It beats being out in the elements all the time. At least there's rooms.
But you work in the corner of a room, so it's technically a corner.
Well, actually, it's a trailer park, but it's three double wides pushed together, and one stacked on top of the other, so that there's like a VIP club above it. I don't know how they did it. It's all ghetto rigged over here, but
Well, it sounds like you guys all have roast beef. I'm sorry I can't help you.
look, I gotta go. Peaches is coming. Just let her know I was here. Thank you.
Bye. Jesus Christ. Who else wants to join this shit show tonight? I'm trying to do Virginia for my friend Troy, and everyone's interrupting me. Grim, you're supposed to block StreamYard for me. Mama
Exactly.
D, you're supposed to be on Twitch. Where the fuck is everybody?
Just getting worse. Oh my god.
Well, Heather, welcome to the new shit show. Damon, welcome in.
Not it. Yeah, you're something. The two.
I'm just baffled.
Okay, are we allowed to finish doing what we're supposed to be doing without being rudely interrupted?
I know. Anyone else want to join in? We had Delilah, Peaches, Uncle Lynn, Lillian. I mean, look, for the last time, I know she's my cousin. I have no clue where that bitch is. And all of a sudden, Damon pops in chat. So I'm kind of scared that he's been lurking around this whole time, and this is the first time we're hearing from him. Damon, get your people in check. Okay.
I don't know. Dixie be saying $20 is $20. Maybe you gotta wave some $20 around. Maybe she'll come sniffing for it.
I just don't know. I'm at a complete loss for words. I'm baffled. I'm sorry that this is happening tonight. Why don't you guys invade the Rev Grimm show? Let him have some fun with all you guys and your crazy shenanigans, okay? Jeez, it's fine with, but all right. While we still can, let's try to tackle Virginia.
Some of these topics.
Okay. Haunted places in Virginia. St. Albans Sanitarium. Fair Lawn near Radford University. The ghostly St. Albans Sanitarium can be found in Radford, Virginia. Originally, it was a Lutheran boys' school. Bullying was expected and encouraged in this dreadful environment in order to attend class. A handful of pupils have committed suicide as a result of constant bullying and bad behavior, leaving this place haunted and creepy far after it was left abandoned. St. Albans reopened as a psychiatric infirmary in 1916 after the school closed. Dr. King, the property's owner, envisioned a facility where patients would be mediocrity cured, poor, and accommodated. And this is the old building itself. Looks like a little red schoolhouse. Be right back, plugging in my Bluetooth to take you all while I walk. Okay, we get to go on a walk with Miss Heather. On the road again, hiking on the road again. So, where's the story? But it wasn't like that at all. The victims were treated like lab rats, exposed to torturous tests that resulted in their death or permanent disability. Several patients ended up committing suicide as a result of the inhumane treatment at the place. As a result of the sanitarium's unfortunate deaths, it is known as the most active paranormal location on the East Coast. Visitors report seeing shadowy figures, bodily apparitions, and flying items all over the place, and hearing voices.
Talk about Doug.
Huh?
I said, talk about Doug flying items all over the place. You sure my dad wasn't there?
Right.
Throwing shit?
And hearing voices is a typical occurrence when visiting this creepy Virginia place. Troy's still here, sanitarium. Take me home, Q Metallica. Amen, Mama D. I get the reference. That's a creepy one. Love to feel what it is like inside the building. You know, the aurora. Wow. Yes, I would agree, Heather. That would probably be amazing. Especially when you look like that. Kind of looks like a little red schoolhouse.
Yeah.
All right. The winery at Lang Gorge Haymarket. The winery at Langage is a haunted place with spirits that still wander the grounds. Experiences such as the doors closing on their own and frigid gusts of wind coming from nowhere have been reported by customers and staff. Good place for ghost acts, absolutely. So, in the tasting area, the staff usually leaves a glass of wine for Bonnie E. Harrison sitting on the fireplace. They frequently find the glass rapidly emptied because the ghostly occupant is known to savor his wine. So another wine drinker like you had in Delaware.
A junk gross, great.
Another apparition that haunts the upstairs room is Bonnie's young niece. In 1827, Harrison bought LaGrange Estate and remained there until his death in 1869.
That's a pretty house.
I like that. Intense, creepy as shit. Yes, Heather, that is the whole point of Tuesday nights. We dive deep into the hauntings of different states and so forth. So we have a list I can put up after the show. That way, if people wanted to choose a state, we are trying to save Massachusetts for towards the end, around Halloween time. But any other state is open for fair discussion. He was known as a wealthy man with tumorous marriage. The winery now includes an area devoted to him called Bounty's Lounge, which is a popular escape for many tourists. So you have a haunted winery, a ghost that likes to drink, and now you have your own lounge that you can hang out with the ghost. That's why I'm here. My vibes all day. Well, glad to have you. Despite that the site is haunted, the ghosts do not hurt the guests, despite their mischievous nature.
No.
So you can have ghost sex and you can have a drink with the ghost. That's right up your dad's alley. So you find someone to drink Jägermeister with. The next one, Shawnana Palace. Augusta County is home to the Shawnana Palace, which was constructed in 1912 by James H. Dooley. I've heard of this guy. The gorgeous place was inspired by the Villa Medici in Rome. It's a famous, famous building in Rome. The estate was created as a vacation home for Julie's wife, Sally, as they named it Swanahan since Miss Julie.
Yes, I agree with Damon's message.
No, Grim can do what he wants. Grim show, Grim rules. The estate was created as a vacation home for Julie's wife, Sally, and they named it Swanaha since Miss Julie's adored white birds. So it's named after her. There you go. So Swanaha.
The
The
swan.
couple
Let's see what kind of bird that looks like.
If you can find a picture, let me know. The couple never got to enjoy their mountain getaway since Julie died of a stroke in 1924 and Sally died 2 years later. Since then, there are so many tales about the estate and several paranormal investigations have taken place there. Sally's spirit has been spotted on several occasions on the third level of the mansion. And that's what the house looks like. That looks like an awesome place. I would get lost in there. What do you think, Spawn?
It's pretty. You know, imagine like seeing it during the day, but I don't know. Just like it looks like it's cute for like, you know, pictures and stuff and everything.
Imagine that as a backdrop for a wedding picture. And all of a sudden you see it. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
well, I was just saying, like you have the bride and groom on the steps, and then all of a sudden you're taking wedding photos and a
Yeah,
ghost
next
pops up.
thing you know, you got some ghost sitting. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Other ghosts, such as groundskeepers and staff, have been seen in the mansion. After asking the spirits questions, they also reported hearing sounds and footsteps throughout the library. As the investigators have suggested, the place seems to be caught in a site of limbo. So if you want to be afraid and don't mind higher altitudes, this is the place to go.
I just sent you the swan bird.
Okay. Badass background. I do it. Yeah, see, Heather, I agree with it. A ghost
I
touched my
would
ass.
do it, but
Going to get ghost crabs from the hooker ghost. I like it. Leave it to you.
Wouldn't want pictures of, you know, a ghost.
All right, let me pull this up real quick. I'll show everybody what this looks like by AOL.
The hooker ghost and the crab ghost are in Delaware. We're in Virginia.
So, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Nope, no way. Alright, share this tab. This is the bird that the house is named after.
It's a pretty bird.
It is. It kind of looks like Woody the Woodpecker meets the Black Swan.
Yeah.
Just saying. There's hooker ghosts everywhere. That is true.
I don't know. Maybe Peaches got hooker ghost in her brothel.
Okay, enough with the Peaches talk, please. Gadsby's Tavern Museum, Alexandria, Virginia. A very famous town in Virginia, I might add. During the post-Revolutionary War, a kind of boom, John Wise, that's me, bought and opened this bar, Gadsby's Tavern, which became a hangout for the rich and famous. The property was purchased by John Gadsby in 1796, and the narrative of the infamous couple begins. In 1816,
The Great Gatsby.
Yep, pretty much. In 1816, a man and a woman arrived from the Caribbean on a ship and requested room number 8. So a couple, room 8, watch out. They appeared to be wealthy, and the woman was described as both attractive and unwell. The man's peculiar behavior began when he summoned the doctor and refused to reveal their identities. Forcing anybody who came in contact with them to swear never to expose their identities. Secret life, secret rule. Let me make this smaller real quick. That's the old sign. Gadsby's Tavern. Bitches be crazy. Yeah, that's very true, Heather. I find out a way to get rid of these. Sadly, the woman died, and her husband erected a magnificent monument,
Magnificent.
commemorating her life as the female stranger.
Hmm?
The spirits of the woman are said to have never left the hotel, and cries can be heard from room number 8. She had also been seen glancing out the window of the room on several occasions. The female stranger spirit was never depicted as hostile or bad. She was just described as a part of the Alexandria Museum. Boing. Yes. There's your ghost sex, sir.
Bacon's Castle.
Bacon. There you go. Anyone like bacon? Bacon's Castle, also called. I've heard of this one before. Which one? Bacon's Castle? Okay. I think that's what she's talking. Bacon's Castle, also known as the Arthur Allen House in Surrey County, is one of the few structures that has housed people for over 300 years and is said to have been haunted. Arthur Allen is the crying lady. Okay. So the female stranger. All right, Arthur Allen designed and erected the mansion in 1665. Holy fuck. Allen's son acquired the property after his death, and 3 generations of Allens lived there. Paranormal research investigation has been investigating the ancient estate for the past 6 years. Sounds, cries, laughter, and footsteps have all been reported. The ghosts who haunt the location are reputed to make a lot of noise. So they're party animals.
Woohoo, party.
And that's the building right there.
Maybe they like to drink wine too.
Maybe. Actually looks like a pretty cool building.
Yeah. And for someone for being built so long ago, it's got such a good structure.
Oh, absolutely. Well kept too.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were touched, and one intern reported to have seen a ghost, making this definitely one of the most haunted places in Virginia, and one that gets a lot of attention these days. I'm telling you, it is a very gorgeous house. Because the house is old, it has a lot of turbulent history. During colonial times, the site was known to have over 300 enslaved people working there. The disembodied head of an African American woman is one of the creepiest objects in Bacon's Castle. The castle provides haunted tours where you may go around the creepy halls and learn more about its history.
No.
You can go see a ghost head.
Awesome.
Hokanson Mission Trail, Shenandoah. This is a very popular national park in Virginia. The Shenandoah Mountains are absolutely gorgeous. The ruins of a once thriving community can be found in Shenandoah National Park woods, where the past dark and the park's night skies. Sisters Florence and Marion were sent by missionaries. I know where they are. Yeah, Shenandoah. I mean, I'm sure you do, Troy. Was sent as missionaries by a priest who believed the people needed spiritual guidance. The sisters were well known in Florida, Pocosin for their motivating and challenging work. Living there meant being cut off from the rest of the world.
That's an okay cabin, I guess.
That's the definition of cabin in the woods. I'd say it, though.
Oh.
The sisters gathered for religious instruction in a schoolhouse and a church on the property. They were inspired by the individuals they met and believed the youngsters were full of potential. Well, duh. Young people are smart.
Good movie reference.
Thank you, Miss Heather. I watched too many movies. I have over 460 in my collection, but that's okay. However, as the evenings draw nearer, the sisters began to feel alienated. The unwelcome sisters were alarmed by the sounds of horses, wolves, and drunken men wars. People are getting drunk tonight. I'm kind of worried.
All right, and why have we read so many stories about wine and stuff?
Right? Both the mountain people and missionaries were forced to leave the forest because they were seen as different. I'm different, but that's okay. The
Do I need
location.
to drink a wine glass while I'm sitting here reading all this stuff? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, right? The location isn't known for paranormal activity, yet a visit will reveal something extremely strange happened.
Oh, wow.
That's the Mission Trail ruins, though. That must have been the old church.
Mm.
Looks like the treehouse and the good son. Another movie reference. You can see a bit of the history along the Potomac Mission Trail in Shenandoah National Park today. It is one of the park's most famous trails. That is 100% true. And Troy's saying, yes, you need a glass of wine.
Dang, everybody's being fancy tonight talking. These are some fancy ghosts here talking about wine.
Okay, well, let's test your history skills real quick. Martha Washington. Do you know who that was?
No.
That was George Washington's wife.
Oh. Yeah, see, sometimes the fun parts in history, yeah, they lost the spawn in them.
Okay, so
Sometimes
Martha Washington is the first lady of the first president of the United States.
Oh, wow. She had I guess she owned it or somebody just named it after her.
Let's find out. The Martha Washington Inn was built by Francis Preston in 1832. Is one of the Virginia's most haunted places. Preston and his family remained there until 1858 when it was purchased by the founders of the Martha Washington College.
Oh, so she had a college named after her, too.
Yeah, what happened after that is most likely what makes the location haunted and one of the best landmarks in Abington, Virginia. That's George Washington's home, isn't Mount Vernon? Correct, Troy. During the American Civil War, the facility was used to teach soldiers for the Confederate Army of the area. Soldiers who were sick or injured were also treated there, thereby converting the college into a hospital. Unfortunately, many people died there. People have said throughout history that an injured soldier's horse was tied to a tree as he was transported to the hospital. And a college for ghost sex. I knew your dad was going to have a problem. But that is the building right there.
That's a nice building.
I would say there. You got the green shutters, the brick field, you got a nice balcony. I'm game. The horse vanished after waiting for hours for its owner, who had regrettably passed away. Many people claim to have seen the horse about the region at the night, but when they investigate, it vanishes. They took care of that one. They absolutely did. The story of Beth, a student who went on to become a nurse, is well known. She used to play the violin for the soldier since she was in love with him. Unfortunately, once she died, her death wasn't far behind because of an outbreak of typhoid fever. That was a very deadly illness back in that time period. Because they had no cure for it. Many individuals claim to have heard a violin being played in the area, and her presence has been felt in room 403.
Okay, so when you go there, just don't go in room 403.
No, that's the room you want to sing in.
No.
Who doesn't like to be put to sleep by a good violin? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Who doesn't like to be put to sleep by a violin?
Yes, but not when it's playing by a person that's no longer here.
Hey, it sets the mood. Just saying.
Don't get my dad started because he's like, oh yeah, it sets the mood for ghost sex.
You said it. Wise County Orphanage. Well, There's your first mistake. It's wise. See, while having ghost sex. See that? See? You said it. It's like saying her name 3 times. Just so we know. The Wise County Orphanage. The abandoned Wise County Orphanage, located at 9619 Turkey Branch Road, is a famous haunted place in Virginia. The building served as a home for the orphaned and abandoned children in the state. Well, good thing I wasn't around, because I would be. Well, where's Dixie Pie lived here?
Right, maybe that's where she's from.
The Wise County Orphanage is a place where there isn't a lot of information, but the creepiness surrounding it is felt almost instantly. Everyone knows, however, that after it was abandoned, spirits were left behind. And there's the orphanage itself. That is small.
Yeah, you probably got some kids. Yeah, ghost kids running around on the property.
Your dad said we're sending Heartless there. That's Damon's room right up here, sir. Damon, I found your bedroom! Let's take care of that. None of that. Block that. I will send pictures there. There you go, Troy. That's an idea. Fuck off. Many people are interested in the paranormal claim to hear youngsters giggling and seeing bouncy balls and floating lights when they visit the location.
Yeah, next thing you're walking, you got a ball thrown up the back of your head.
Right? People have also reported seeing ghostly figures standing in front of the orphanage windows, which is rather frightening.
Yeah,
So,
you got ghost
you get
child.
greeted. I like it. You get
Yeah,
you get bouncy balls at you. You get kids laughing. Sounds like a grand old time.
Yeah, until you run out with freaking shit in your pants.
And I second that. Definitely send them on. Just think of it as boot camp, Heartless. You'll be fine. I promise.
Think of it as boot camp. No,
Nope.
I'm out. It's in the middle of nowhere. I'm good. That's like hills have high shit.
Oh, Heather. You'll be fine. No one's going to hurt you.
Yeah, okay.
The Renaissance Fair. Troy Evans, if you're still here, this might be right up your alley. Fredericksburg. The Renaissance Fair in Fredericksburg was a reproduction of medieval European architecture with towns and buildings that ran from 1996 to 1999 in Fredericksburg. Just throw balls at me. Heather, don't say that too loudly. Grim will take that the wrong way and his dementia will kick in. Knights and ladies dress up in their finest attire to attend the festival grounds and enjoy the cheerful music. I wrote to send pictures, and Jimmy and Uncle Lynn there. There you go.
If it gets them out of our hair, we're good.
I'm just happy you didn't say future. Dixie, I'm good. I'm safe.
You just said it.
I said that she's safe. Knights and ladies, and I knew it. I knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Knights and ladies dress up in their finest attire to attend the festival grounds, enjoy the cheerful music, and the recreated Renaissance rendition deep in the forest. You said it 2 so far, 1 left. I know the rules. Okay, fair enough. Unfortunately, the bad weather and long journey time were too much for the tourists, and the fair had to close its doors and abandon the site.
Oh, dang. So they just leave the property to get demolished.
That sucks. Because these old Renaissance villages are actually really badass in person when you see them. I've never been to the one in Pennsylvania. I so want to check it out.
That would be so nice.
That's so awesome. There were no reported paranormal activity phenomenon at this location. Actually, what makes it creepy is the fact that the Elizabeth-style architecture has been abandoned and deteriorating for nearly 2 decades. The area is now covered in graffiti, decay, and paintball damage.
Oh,
well, that must actually be a pretty cool-ass place to play paintball.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
The area in Fredericksburg, Virginia is overrun by hunters and shooters, and visitors is technically not permitted these days.
Let's go find out. I have paintball gear.
Hey, sign me up, Grim. I'll go with you. All right, Selma Plantation, Leesburg. The Selma Plantation is located in Loudoun County at the top of the Catoctin Mountain. It is in one of the cutest small towns in Virginia, Leesburg. Do it. Oh, Troy, don't call him out like that. You're asking for trouble.
Mm-hmm.
The plantation is currently abandoned, which has resulted in a mold infestation. Armin Thompson Mason, a U.S. senator from 1816 to 1817, built the property in 1815. So he was only a U.S. senator for 1 year. I'm starting my own private island. Who wants to go? I'll go. He married Charlotte Eliza Taylor in 1875, and the couple had their first and only son 2 years later. Regrettably, he will be discovered to be one of the string of Selma's male relatives who died tragically. And here's the plantation itself. I will let Facebook get caught up so that everyone can say it. Name island first, laugh out loud. That is the old barn at the plantation. Kind of like Churchill Downs. I like it.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like a barn. It just looks like a rundown church.
Pretty much. Mason was slain in a duel with his cousin, who had escaped with only a wound. The same year they had their son. After a while, the relative relocated to a house in Selma. The family's relationship, however, was never repaired, and McCartney died in a hunting accident. During the following years, the son enlisted in the Army, which resulted in his death during the Mexican-American War, only 1 year after his mother's death. If he wants to go to the historical mansion, bear in mind that it is on private land. Therefore, you won't be able to go to do so without permission.
Where do you get permission from?
I don't know. I wrote Heartless to go there. It does look like a barn. You're totally right. And it's Rev Grimm's Paradise. I want 4 plans, sir.
4 plans? We need island plans. We gotta find the island first.
Oh, we got one in Virginia Beach. You ever been to Virginia Beach? Virginia Beach is a short town in Virginia. It's actually really nice. You're rude, Mr. Troy. Damon Law family here, sir. Adam Thorogood developed this home, which is now a museum in Virginia Beach. I think I actually drove past this. And in 1636, so the museum was built in 1636. In 1680, his grandson built the maid cottage after he died at a young age. The Thorogood family owned a home now known as the Adam Thorogood House until the 1860s when it was sold, and then eventually went through many other owners. Many visitors and museum interpreters have reported seeing ghostly activity in the area. Several visitors to the premises have reported seeing a red-haired woman dressed in colonial-era attire and a male ghost dressed in a brown suit. Interesting. And there is the Adam Thorogood house. I would live there. Look at that. Look at that chimney. You could have a kick-ass fire in that house.
Yeah, you would never have to worry about freezing your ass off during the winter.
No.
Me too.
Triple holes everywhere. I mean, that actually looks like a really cool place to visit.
No fire.
Well, it is brick that would probably light up like a match. The spirits are entertaining and enjoy moving objects around the house. 4 glass domes containing Christmas candles were lifted and crushed to the ground. According to one of the workers, a psychic was invited to the residence for a reading, and she detected a huge amount of unhappiness and pain because there were so many people living in the house back in the day. Some of them, of course, died violent deaths.
Hmm.
In the 1700s, for example, a tenant shot himself in the stairwell. Keep a keen eye when you visit this creepy place in Virginia. How's that song go? Come on, Grim, help me out with this. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. I can't get hit for copyright because I sang it myself. Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, another famous city. A haunted cemetery is nothing to be surprised about, right? Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia is a picturesque burial place built by John Notman. It is a resting site for 3 U.S. presidents, as well as thousands of Confederate troops.
Okay, so what presidents are buried in?
Can you see if you can find that? I'm curious. What U.S. presidents are buried at Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia? The Richmond Vampire is one such urban legend. A tunnel was being built in 1925 when it collapsed, killing the laborers. Bystanders claim to have seen a blood-covered figure emerge from the ruins with the skin dangling. However, it was revealed that the person was a 28-year-old railroad fireman who had been scalded in an accident. Despite the facts, people still like telling stories about the area to scare others.
So I think that I don't know. It's saying that there's only 2 U.S. presidents buried in there.
Okay, who we got?
John Tyler.
Wait, when's Abraham Lincoln days? Okay.
And James Monroe.
Oh, well, there you go. We actually got the answer from Troy as well.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Thanks, Troy.
Thank you,
Over my
Mr.
work.
Evans. Sounds like me when I get up in the morning. Yeah.
So he died. Let's see. John Monroe died July 4th, 1831. And it was in New York. So that means they must have took his body from New York and put it in that cemetery.
Maybe.
And then John Tyler died January 18th, 1862. Exchange Hotel. I don't know what that is, but
Well, there you go. There's the old grave sites. See, that's the cool.
it's a hotel in Richmond, Virginia, where he died.
Gotcha. But yeah, you can just see how old of a cemetery is because if you're getting buried in something like that, you're pretty important people.
Right. They have some of those out here by the cemetery by me.
There's actually, if you ever want to go, I can take you. It's right in like the border of what the hell is that? Haddon Township and Camden, over on Haddon Avenue. There's a cemetery by Lady of Lord's Hospital. Walt Whitman is buried there.
Oh wow!
And his gravesite faces the Walt Whitman Bridge for a reason.
I never knew that.
So I mean, if you ever want to check that out, you can go during the day. I'll show you exactly where his gravesite is. And if you ever go to Philly, Ben Franklin's buried over in Philadelphia. So we are going to do an expedition day trip and go cemetery hunting, and we're going to find different graves.
That'll be fun.
The other tale is about the pyramids in the cemetery, which were built in memory of thousands of troops who were buried here. Inside the pyramid, visitors have reported hearing moans and cries. Again, more ghost sex. Finally, there's an account of a young girl who died of scarlet fever at the age of 3. Her family opted to build a dog statue at her grave. The visitors have frequently described seeing a girl playing with the dog or a dog growling and barking as they approach the burial site. If you're looking for a mysterious hike in Richmond or simply a place to stroll, head over to the Hollywood Cemetery grounds. I'm in. My coffin is in my bedroom, so I know.
Yeah.
We got maybe one or two more. Degenerate Sanitarium, so another mental institution, pretty much. Western State Hospital, founded in 1825, was Virginia's second mental institution. I called that one. Dr. Joseph DeGenerate, a prominent eugenist, acquired administration of the hospital and renamed it after himself. Degenerate Sanitarium is riddled with ghostly activity as a result of his heinous acts, such as performing hundreds of forced sterilizations. Sterilization continued into the 1970s, with the majority of the victims either African American or Native American. So this guy was racist.
Wow. So he was forcing them to get sterilized?
Uh-huh. And there's a sanitarium in the middle of nowhere.
Look, they even boarded up all the windows.
Grim, I found our new hotel.
The Grim Hotel.
Yeah, the Grim Inn. I like it. I mean, if you really look at it, it looks like a hotel. Western State Hospital in Staunton, Virginia. See, Troy's been here. Sold,
But
see?
it said sold.
Make that a hotel. I'd stay there.
Yeah, next thing you know, you get your balls clipped while you're sleeping.
Yeah. As long as I'm sanitized, I'm good. Visitors claim that the restless ghosts of genetic victims are still roaming the hallways and that their screams and cries can be heard. They have also reported hearing footsteps, moans, murmurs, and doors opening and closing on their own at this abandoned Staunton landmark, which Mr. Troy put in chat for us. Thank you, sir. The Cavalera Hotel, another Virginia Beach landmark. With its timeless elegance and beautiful and historical, Cavalera Hotel is known not only for its charm, but also for its ghost stories. One of the most well-known stories is about a cat that broke free from its hotel room and rushed to the pool. The cat's small owner leaped in to save her pet, but they both drowned. That's sad. Usually there are reports of a little girl searching for her cat around the hotel. The Cavalera Hotel is also connected to the Pocahontas room legend, according to which a female guest always shows up without a reservation and walks into rooms.
Oh, that's a pretty hotel.
Holy shit! That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Dang. I guess we're taking a trip to Virginia Beach. The most well-known and creepiest story takes place on the 6th floor of the hotel. Adolf Poor's lifeless body was discovered on the grounds of the hotel in 1929. Many guests have reported strange occurrences after that night, including chilly patches in the room, windows opening and closing, voices and sounds from the room's corner. What is people in main corners? I don't get it. This is one of the most accessible and well-known haunted places in Virginia, and it just so happens to be a popular attraction in Virginia Beach. She's more than welcome to visit my room. There you go. I think this will be our last one. Yep. Last one, folks. And it's a doozy. Captain Timothy Hill House on Chincoteague Island. The historical Captain Timothy Hill House, built in 1800, can be found. The mansion is said to be haunted because of the tragic love story that previously occurred. Captain
This
Hill had,
Romeo and Juliet.
huh?
I said, what is this, Romeo and Juliet?
Right? Captain Hill had a large family, but his favorite child was his daughter Jeannie.
Listen, you cannot have a favorite child.
Hey, honey, he would always wanted to marry Jeannie to someone well off and wealthy, and someone who could give his daughter a wonderful life.
I thought that was going to say something else when it said he always wanted to marry. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. As a result, he refused to allow Jenny to marry Tom Freeman, her childhood friend. There's the old Captain Timothy house. That's small. I feel bad for his family. Jenny's presence is believed to still haunt the house, seeking answers for what happened to her. Those interested in taking a tour of the residence can do so throughout the spring and summer months. This is one of the creepiest haunted houses in Virginia. And then it just asking, what are your creepiest haunted places in Virginia, in your opinion? That was an awesome list. Troy, if you're still in chat, thank you for suggesting that Virginia. That was freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1,400
Nice
places in Virginia. I'm sure there's a shit ton more, but just like how some of those buildings were built, it's absolutely amazing.
And how they still look today.
I'm giving you a thumbs up. That was awesome, sir. So we do have one more commercial to run real quick. We're going to run the commercial, then we can come back. We'll wrap the show up. See if anyone has ideas for next week. You have your list of states we have already done. So we'll run a second Holland's Customs commercial real quick. Come back and wrap things up, and we will take suggestions on what states we should do next week. So stay tuned. We will be right back. Welcome back, everyone. That is Holland's Customs. Again, they are great people. If you can dream it, they can make it. Reach out to Rev Grimm or Mrs. Grimm, or you can reach out to me and I will get you in touch with them. Stephanie can, Swan, I'm sorry, Swan. You don't know who Stephanie is. The Swan can tell you they do amazing work. They have Basement Show merch, they have Dixie merch, they have Spawn merch, you name it, they have it. Go check them out. Get yourself some awesome merch and support us in any way possible.
Yes, soon I'm going to be having Mr. Grimm work. Well, he's been working on my merch for the basement show. He did show a little preview of it the other day, but he's still working on some things and altering it a little bit, and then we'll get it back out there so everybody can see it. So just make sure you keep a lookout for that. Yes, tumblers, that's where they make most of my money from, or my tumblers, because in my household, I have 7 tumblers, I believe, here. I have 1. My husband has 3. And each one of my kids, my 3 boys, all have a tumbler of their own.
I have like 2 and I'm happy with them. So
Yeah, I'm ordering 2 this week, so I'll have 3. So next week I'll have my tumbler, and my tumbler will have the Spawn's merch on it, so I'll be able to show it off next week. But we're going to start the wrap up of the show. I would like to acknowledge that June is National PTSD Awareness Month. This month we're doing it differently from April with autism awareness and May for mental health awareness. This month we are taking donations, and whoever makes the highest donation, Mr. Ness himself
and Holland's Customs.
And Holland's Customs will be matching the highest bidder. As of right now, the highest bidder donation is set very high. That goes to Mr. and Mrs. Dot, Heather, and Jimmy. So we're just trying to see if we can get it up there a little bit higher. Any donation is definitely much appreciated, even if it's a couple cents. It's still appreciated to this cause. I'd also like to go towards Holland's Customs. We can do anything. Well, not me, but they can do anything. Like we always said, if you dream it, they can make it. Again, if you have any questions about it, you can go to Mr. Nass, you can go to myself, you can go to Mama D, and you can go to Heartless. Any one of us can help you get in contact with Mr. and Mrs. Grimm. But also you can check out their website, holandcustoms.com, and they are the official site for the basement show. They also
go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to tell you where else you can find it, but I'm sure you know Facebook, TikTok.
Yes.
Instagram.
Yep. You can find them like Mr. Nass saying, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. But if you have any questions and you can't get a hold of them, you could gladly come to one of us, and we'll definitely make sure we get you in touch with one of them.
Agreed.
They're pretty good at what they do and making anything possible.
Pretty good, dude. They're damn good, amazing. I mean, like the tumblers are freaking grade A quality. You don't see any overlapping. Their t-shirts are really high quality shirts.
I think Ronnie's got.
Yeah, it's a Raider shirt, doesn't he?
He's got a Raider shirt done, and I think he got something else done too.
And then if you contact me, we can get lanyards made. I can make you a drawstring gym bag. I can do a cell phone case if you want a custom cell phone case. I mean,
that's what I need.
The possibilities are endless.
Yes, and I know sooner or later they're going to be coming out with some more stuff. So always keep an eye out for more things that they'd be coming up with.
Yeah, especially come fall, because we have talked about doing hoodies as well.
I've heard some other things too, but I don't know if they want those announced yet.
I know. There's plenty to find over at Holmes Customs. But do us a favor, go support them. They're great people. They do wonderful work, and they are a Basement Show family after all. So please go over and show them some support and pick up some awesome merch. Pick up some Basement Show merch. I mean, everyone loves tumblers and stuff, but you can get anything made from any one of the shows. You want a poster done, you want autograph something. I will sign autographs for you if you want it. Personalized from Mr. Nance myself, I will get an autograph.
You can even get Dixie merch.
Yes, Dixie merch is coming soon too. So watch out for that one. Fair warning. I think Peaches has merch coming out too.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so be warned, be scared.
Mm-hmm.
But next on the list we have the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is thrown across the bottom. I will wait for Facebook to get caught up. Where is it? There it is. The number is 988. There's somebody there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 if it is a leap year. They're there to talk to you if you need someone to talk to, a shoulder to lean on. They will be there to listen to you all the time. Because how we always say here in the Basement Show, you are not alone. I much rather know that everyone is safe, cared for, than read your obituary in a newspaper. So if no one's told you lately that they love you, us here at the Basement Show, we love each and every one of you. And you can reach out to us any time of day as well through the Basement Show with Mr. Nass on Facebook, or if you know us on a personal level, our phones are always on. We always say it may take a couple minutes late at night to comprehend what we are talking about, but we will never shut you out. So if you need a safe place, us here at the Basement Show can be your safe space, and we will do what we can in our power to help you. So don't be afraid to reach out. If not, if you want to talk to a professional, then reach out to the Suicide Crisis Lifeline because it is popping up everywhere. You can see it on billboards, websites, commercials on TV, and we talk about it every night here. 988. Don't hesitate and reach out to someone who you can trust that would be there for you.
Thank you, Troy.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. And that brings us up to our Discord. We also have a brand new Basement Show Discord. Mr. Evans, I sent you the invite last night for it. I hope you got it. But we have a mental health section in there as well. So if you want to leave mental health tips, talk about something, we are trying to work on getting our Discord stronger. So please don't hesitate to ask for an invite to join that. And we will get you into it. And there is a thing for everything on Basement Show related into Discord. Every show has its own segment. You can drop show suggestions. You can chat with people, play Pokemon. You can play Blackjack. Grim has a strip club in his section. It is just endless. We are trying our best to get that more interactive, get more people involved with it. So if you want it, just shoot myself, Grim, Miss Grim. I think you can get into it, or don't you have a Discord? Okay, so Spawn's out. But anyone else on the Basement Show can help you get involved with it. It is a lot of fun, and we are trying to build that community as well. That takes us.
I had to sit and figure out the Discord.
You will. It takes some time, but it is definitely worth it because it is a very cool interactive tool to have. So that brings us up to our next point, our platforms that you can find us on. Find the Basement Show on. Obviously, as you see tonight, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So you got those three platforms as well as the Discord. And if you like to watch reels, previews of shows, then join our TikTok. I use TikTok mostly as a promotional thing, but if you ever need to talk, you can message me on TikTok. I will receive it, and we can talk on there as well. So drop any one of our platforms a follow, And I challenge everyone who does watch our shows to share the show out, invite new people to check us out every time. Everybody is welcome here. We don't turn anybody away.
Yeah.
And as long as you guys want to hang out with us, the Basement Show will be here to stay. These shows go only as far as you, the viewer, help us go. Fair warning. So, and last but not least, I won't pull it up because it is all out of whack. I have to fix it. But we have a brand new show lined up.
Mr. Troy Evans would like to say something.
Sure, Troy. Floor is yours, sir. We'll let Mr. Troy say what he wants to say, and then I'll do the show lineup. Let's see what is on Troy's mind. Troy is one of our dedicated followers recently. He's awesome. He's in every show. So if he wants to say something, the floor is his. So we'll wait a second to see what Mr. Evans has. I don't use TikTok because I got bullied on there. And that's unfortunate. True. I'm sorry people bullied you. You asked me, not everybody is meant for social media.
Social media has just gotten crazy through the years.
I totally agree with that statement. I mean,
like honestly, like I have my Instagram, but I haven't been on my Instagram in years because I felt like social media causes drama.
it does. I mean, it does cause drama. It tries to screw us here on the Basement Show. So hopefully by the end of the summer, I have Instagram. I think Swan says she has it.
I have Instagram, but I don't use it anymore just because it caused a lot of issues in personal business. So Instagram is no longer in my household anymore.
And I don't know about everybody else with the show. I have a personal account. So Troy, if you like that, send me a message. I will send you mine over, and you can follow me on there. I don't really post that much about the show on there, but I do have one, and I can receive messages on there if you want everyone to talk. Please don't be afraid to ask. I will send you my username. All his customers is on Instagram. Thank you, Grim. So yes, you can find Holland's Customs. You can find me. So there are some people that still use it. Me personally, I miss MySpace.
Mm.
Or if you want me to go ancient and pull my age out of my ass, American Online.
What the heck is that?
AOL.
Isn't that like people have like those emails at AOL?
Yes, you're too young to understand. It's okay.
Yeah, because I'm confused.
Yep. But like I said, I won't pull it up because we have a new lineup. But we are changing things up as people have seen. So tonight you had Expedition Night. Yep, MySpace. Expedition Night will be Thursdays now. And depending on my work schedule, will either start at 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern. I think next week will probably be about 8:30ish. I work till 8, so we will talk about what time we want to start next week.
Okay.
And then back by popular demand, on Friday night starting at 9 p.m., you have the Rev Grimm Show. And the unhinged Rev Grimm, I should say. He's out of control. He's been on almost every single show this week. I could jump through his computer right now. I would kick his ass for being involved with the show tonight. He was supposed to be sitting in his recliner, feet up, watching TV while listening to the Basement Show. So if I had it my way, he's suspended tomorrow night.
Burn.
But people have said they would boycott the Basement Show if Rev is not on. So I have to let him do his show. Saturday and Sunday are days off here at the Basement Show. But lately we have started a new series in the day in the life of a host. Last Saturday, was it last Saturday?
Yes.
Last Saturday you had Mr. and Mrs. Grimm. Tomorrow you might have me pop in during the day for a little bit as I'm doing stuff around the house just to hang out with you guys. I have been on every show this week. I know you have, and I'm mad at you because you weren't supposed to be on tonight. You didn't listen to your boss.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I might be. I'll have to have a talk with him.
Mm-hmm.
But tomorrow you might get me doing a pop-up showing you some of the things I do around my house. So you never know. But if not, you have the Rev Grimm Show tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And bring the pens, bring a bucket. You never know. Plus, we don't know.
Extra
Plus, we don't know if we will be having a special guest on tomorrow night or not. He hasn't been telling anybody that all week, so all bets are off. That's all I'm saying. Monday is now ladies' night, and that will start at 8 p.m. Eastern. I listened to the other boss program. Well, I got to talk to the other boss then and have him recommend your ass because you didn't listen to me.
Mm.
But Monday night, 8 p.m. is ladies' night. This past week, they did a wonderful show. They had music trivia. They got more people involved, and it was a lot of fun. Tuesday night, we're calling it the Basement Show with Mr. Nast. It's a generic show. It's a pop-up show. This past Tuesday, me and Grim took the controls. Next week, you might get the Spawn and Grim, or Mama D and John again, or Miss Grim and Spawn, so forth. So just stay tuned for that one. And that will start at either 8 or 9 o'clock as well. And that will be Tuesdays. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. will be Drago and Tink's Neverland with Mr. Heartless. He took the week off this week. Hopefully he bounces back next week with a kick-ass show. We shall see. But tune in Wednesday nights for Drago and Tink's Neverland. It is a show dedicated to the real-life Drago and Tink, my niece and nephew, the Spawn's brother and sissy, Adrian and Hope, who we call Drago and Tink, who we miss every single day. Wish they were here, but we carry on their legacy, and we both, well, I should say we all miss and love them each very much and miss them every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And then that brings you back to Thursday nights, like I said, with me and the Spawn. And unless people have an idea, we will surprise you with 2 brand new states next week. We have a list going of states that we have already done. If you have any suggestions throughout the week, please just drop them in a message, send it to one of us, and we'll go from there. I mean, I got to give props to Troy because Virginia is fucking badass.
Mm.
That was a great state, Troy. I'm thankful that you made that suggestion. But other than that, I think that about wraps it up for this evening. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Grim, Troy, Mama D, Heather was in chat for a while. Damon popped in.
I think we had Gary in.
Gary said, "What's up?" Your mom, Heather, stopped in. The other Heather stopped in. Shannon popped in chat for a little bit. Always awesome to see her. Said Mama D.
I think we got everybody. Try to look and make sure.
Amanda,
Amanda, yep.
I think that was pretty much about it. So,
Mm-hmm.
you guys had a great show. Gary's still here. He's saying thank you. And I always say before I wrap the shows up, I'm so forever in debt to all of you.
Troy just said Peaches was here.
I'm ignoring that comment for one. Yeah, Peaches, Uncle Lynn, Delilah, whoever the fuck you are.
Thank you, Troy.
Lillian Rhodes. I mean, we had a shit caboodle. We got through it, made it fun. But thank you, everyone, for popping in. And I always say thank you so much for making the Basement Show a household name. You would have told me almost 2 years ago that this show would be where it's at today. I would say you guys were absolutely insane, crazy. But I am thankful that it's still going strong. It is still growing. So continue.
Yes, and we're gonna sit here and take Gary's thing. Speaking for the Grim, don't take any shit.
Yeah, and that's good advice. Stay hydrated.
Yes.
Let's see Mr. Producer real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. You're looking for Mr. Producer?
Oh, there's Mr. Producer.
There you have it, Troy. I produced my own show, sir. Grim's probably sitting back in his recliner right now, dealing with the Mr. Producer is me. Troy, you're not understanding this, sir. I run the show on my own on Tuesday nights. Swan's my co-host. I am host/producer. Grim is probably in his coffin. And I hope he is. because he's been on every show this week. He's not listening. He didn't listen to me. He wasn't supposed to pop in tonight. He popped in to make sure everything was okay. But he will be on tomorrow night. What I always say about the Grimm Show, and my last 3 words of the night will be, expect the unexpected. But till then, good night, and we'll see you all tomorrow night.
Bye.
Thank